I want to talk to you guys about what I learned recently and what's been going on with my life. Recently, I went to something called Gay Camp, and it was amazing. It was incredible. I learned so much. I learned about unity. I learned about respect, and I learned that not to make judgments and to hear other people's stories. I to tell you why that was important to me. Here in the valley, there's something called 1 in 10. It's a youth group here, and I met a few kids in other groups, other forms of the 1 in 10, and we didn't get along. I kind of pretty much wiped them off, and I was done. I mean, I didn't care, but I thought they were rude. I thought they were bitchy diva queens, and I didn't like them. So I just cut them off. I didn't give them a chance. But after camp, oh, at camp, I guess. Well, let me just start off originally. Okay. At camp, there was a lot of gay kids, a lot of gay, lesbian, bi, trans, two-spirit, questioning, straight allies, everything you can think of. And I was roomed with a bunch of different people, kids from all over my state, and I had to pretty much learn to deal with it. Um, at camp, there was many group projects and stuff. A few were called like the privilege walks and a few other things, and I got to hear stories, amazing stories, incredible stories, and it was eye-opening. Um, so many people opened up, I opened up, and I learned a lot of stuff. Um, I got to hear some of the other kids' stories, the kids who I didn't like, and what I learned was they have some hard lives. Um, I heard some kids who were institutionalized because the parents didn't approve their lifestyle. I had kids who, who were raped and had babies, but their mothers took their babies away. I heard stories of a lot of different stuff, and I always thought the kids were so mean and so rude, but I realized that is their defensive mechanism. That's how they stay strong, and that's how they keep themselves safe, by being so hard. And I understood that, and I learned to accept that of them. And I learned that everyone has a story, and everyone has a past, and everyone has a reason for being who they are. Um, at camp, we did so many amazing group stuff. Like I personally did a zip line across this giant hill, and I flew down. I did hand drumming, then I danced in a circle of people just watching me with my friend Cole. I I I got to do performing there. I sung. I got to do so many things, and it brought me a unity because I dressed pretty funky at camp. I did so many things at camp that I would not be able to do in the real world, and I realized that at camp, these people who I crossed off, these people who I, thought I would never like, they accepted me. I dressed all kinds of weird, but I never got one off look. Like, no eyelashes were bad, no things were said, and people allowed me to be who I was. Um, I got to make this camaraderie, and I got to be myself, truly, 100% for those 4 days. I was blissfully happy because it was almost a utopia. We all got along. There was no drama. And I saw people who were different social statuses, races, ages, genders, sexualities. I saw people coming together and being together and working together. And it was beautiful. And I realized it could be like this. It could be like this all the time. If we just put aside our stupid drama, you know, oh, he's dating that guy, she thinks she's prettier than that person. If we put that aside, we could achieve that, what I thought I can. Because nobody cared about who was prettier. No one cared about who had more money. Because it was like an escape. It was a vacation for us. And it was beautiful. There was no discrimination against the twinks and the bears, the bull dykes and the lipsticks. There was no gays versus lesbians or bi versus trans. Everyone was together. And I thought it was amazing. But like all things, it had to come to an end. You know, we had to go back to the real world. And when I came back, I will admit I was sad. I was sad that I couldn't share that experience. You know, I talk about camp so much, the beauty of it, but no one really understands. We all have a story. We all can put aside our differences, you know. Yes, we're gay. Yes, we are different from the majority. But we can't let that, you know, stay in our mind. If we always look at ourselves as different, it's always going to be different. Kids who I thought I would never get along with, who were so different from me, were like my sisters. I had put aside my difference and their difference, and it was beautiful. We gotta remember that. We could achieve that. We could achieve that in real life. Not this little vacation thing that was just 4 days. We could make it a reality. And I hope you guys can take my little story and learn what I learned and not to judge people. I hope you all can make that difference, because in all honesty, it only takes one person. It only takes one person to make that difference, to say that one thing that might make somebody's day, and by making their day, you could save their lives. I met this one person who came to Phoenix, and they were kicked out of their home. Their parents rejected them. They were alone, and he came to Phoenix. He came to the only gay bookstores here, and you know, the owner of the bookstore, she saw that he was depressed, so she just talked to him, and just talked to him for like 4 hours until the group started, the gay group, and she sent him over, and he met some people. He met a few people, and he met one person who said, "Hey, you should come to our Thanksgiving thing, you know, it's amazing, there's a lot of food, you have a lot of fun." And so many people come. My dad comes, and he went. When he got there, he was shy, so the person introduced him to one person who would talk to him, her father, who talked so much. And her father was just talking and talking and talking and talking his ear off to him, sorry. And a few months later, they talked about what was your favorite part of the year. Some people said many different things. When it got to him, he said going to the bookstore, finding the youth group, going to the Thanksgiving thing, and meeting her father. Because he said that if he was, as soon as he got to Phoenix on that first day, if he was not going to find one thing that, showed him happiness, he was going to kill himself. When they asked him, what made you, decide not to, he said it was that person telling him their father was going to be there. And when he met him, he realized that a parent can love their child for being gay. And it made him realize that there is hope and love in the world. Not one thing saying that their father was going to be there and welcoming him. You can make that difference. You can be that one person, Don't be a bitch. Don't be a diva. Don't shut you off from the world. Share love, give love, spread love. Because whatever you spread out into the world, it will come back to you threefold. I promise you. Karma, anything you want to call it. You have to be that difference. That one person who could change somebody's lives just by being nice. It could happen. And it might happen today, tomorrow, in the next 10 years. I don't know. But you don't want to be that one person who just ruined somebody's day. And you could just make a difference. Be united. We are all people. We're all people. No matter who you are, no matter what you are, no matter where you came from, we're all people. And we all deserve love. We all deserve love. And hopefully, and I pray to you guys, hopefully, you guys can learn from my story and be that person. I'm trying to. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I know it's not. But if I'm trying, hopefully you guys can try too. So, thank you for listening to my story. I know I talked a lot. So, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi, really quick. If you can, check out the bottom. There are links to our Facebook, our Twitter, and our Tumblr. So please check us out. We need all support. Follow us, tweet us, and Tumblr us. I don't know. So I love you guys, and I promise this is for real. Talk to you later. Bye.